What's up, guys? It's Captain Chad with Buck Rogers Charters. Got a sea bass charter in this past week, and the sea bass have shown up. Every year this time, once the cold weather comes and we get a bunch of hard winds and it chops the ocean up, the water temperature falls pretty fast, and when it does that, the sea bass migrate down from up north. They're cold water fish, which is one of the things that makes them taste so good. But that's why they're here in the wintertime, is because the cold water comes down to Florida and the sea bass migrate down with that cold water. So anyway, this time of the year we actually get to catch something besides red snapper during the winter, so that comes in at a good time. Because usually the weather is pretty bad this time of the year, so we're only able to go not very far out, and the sea bass give us a good option of something to catch besides the red snapper. Even though the red snapper are fun, they're closed, so you can't keep any. So the sea bass are a nice change to be able to actually bring something back to the dock to eat. That's pretty good. Well, it's exceptionally good, not pretty good. So here we go. He ain't got nothing with him. Look at there, what a bass.
There we go.
Hey, me.
Oh yeah.
Finally.
Yeah, baby.
That's a good one there.
Bring him right here to me.
There's another one. Go ahead. Come on, show me a big one. There he is. Two nice ones.
Let's pick him up real slow like that.
Alright.
Sweet.
That was smart.
I think the sea bass are biting.
Ooh, yeah, that's wide on slow.
What you got? She's got a big bull head. Look at this bass. Look at this bass.
Nice bass ball.
Nice one.
As soon as you started pulling that one, I was like, I guess that is one way to do it.
Look at there. That one. Yes, sir, boy. The bass are biting.
Alright, yeah. Have fun. Have fun. We'll be happier fish.
This one right here is good. What about her? Come on, buddy.
Accept it.
So we're fishing for sea bass. Natalie hooks into something monstrous. We've done past the rod 2 different times so far. Trevor's over here and his arms are shaking.
Reeling, it doesn't do anything. It's just sitting in the same spot.
It won't move.
Look at the bass. All right, that's good. Just lift your rod tip. All right, so sea bass bait. Promised I'll tell you what we use for sea bass bait. This is something that I do a lot. Whenever we go fishing and we jig up live bait, whatever we got left over at the end of the day, I freeze it, and then I can use that again later. So these are a bunch of cigar minnows and sardines, some thread fins that we've caught in previous charters. At the end of the day, throw them in the Ziploc, throw them in the freezer, bring them with you, thaw them out, use them for sea bass. Another thing that we use, leftover ballyhoo. I mean, anything for sea bass will work. Cut grunts, filleted grunts, the cigar minnows and sardines, cut up old ballyhoo, it doesn't matter. Squid, cuttlefish, whatever that you want to use for sea bass, they will bite. So you really don't have to be very specific or selective with your sea bass bait. Pretty much anything that has a scent to it that comes from the ocean will work. They eat crabs, shrimp, fish, cut, whatever. Oh yeah, he's 13 3/4, 13 and a half.
Right there. Okay.
Oh, look at that, pretty. Another nice one. Pretty. All right. He's got another one.
Oh, he's a little small.
Small one.
Right species. Hold it in there. Don't go in yet. That's a good one there. Come on, big old bass.
Which one the big ass bass? I mean, that's a snapper.
Look at there. Pretty.
Come here, baby.
Nice.
You got Chase?
Pretty.
Armadillo corner. That's one of the yards. So she goes and try to pick him up, and they curl up the knot. Big old ball.
There he is.
There you go. And that started her.
I've seen an armadillo yet.
You got him real. Nice. Triple header?
Yeah, here we go here, bud. You and Jim?
Oh, she's working that one.
Oh, come on.
That's what I get when I get her attention. We're talking about dogs and shit.
Nice.
There it is. That'll hit her.
Oh, I got 2 on mine too. Molly, do you have 2? Molly has 2.
Oh, wow.
Look at there.
For 2.
Yeah, shorty.
Bunch of babies.
You're coloring it, dude.
Pretty.
I wasn't expecting that.
Red snapper.
Yeah, I think this might be one too. Nice.
Look at there.
Red snapper.
Got
Big old snapper.
That's pretty.
Whoa, look at there. What a gag grouper.
That grouper?
Now I want to get Dennis riled up.
You ain't getting me that.
Jeez.
Pretty big.
I got the
Hold
pole.
the pole.
I got it.
Nice.
Look at that snapper, buddy.
Damn.
That's what we're looking for right there. That's beautiful.
Look at there.
Oh yeah.
That is a nice fish.
Long time.
He's like, what do I do?
Right there.
Cute.
Alright, so the gear I'm using, love me some Penn reels. This is a Penn Fathom 25. I also did another YouTube video about the Penn Fathom reels versus the Shimano Toriums, which is one I used to use. But the Penn Fathoms are super light, have 33 pounds of drag, and I prefer the lever drag. The lever drag gives me a lot less problems with the customers because they don't accidentally tighten them as they're reeling or accidentally loosen them as they're reeling, as they do with the star drags. Plus, these are a lot more durable than the star drags. The rods that I typically use are the Ugly Stick, and this is a 20 to 50 pound medium heavy rod. It's got a lot of backbone for the snapper, but it also has it's got some good tip, so it's easy to enjoy the smaller fish. So it's a good double purpose rod. And in the charter business, you want to use a dual purpose rod so that you don't have to keep changing out gear day in and day out. So this is a good rod that I use for snapper and grouper, and it also is enjoyable to catch the sea bass, beeliners, triggerfish, and stuff like that. And sometimes during this time of the year when grouper closes and you can get by with a lighter rod, I've got some of these Berkeley rods. They're really cheap, but they're super fun. And they got a super light action, so that if you get some fun, get a lot of fun to fight the smaller fish like the sea bass, the beeliners, and stuff like that. But that's the gear I'm using, and it works great for pretty much everything that I do. This is just for the bottom fishing that we do.